cabinet at Emery.
You serious?
Yeah, this one is very tough, very hard.
Oh yes, for real. Also, we're going to have cabbage for this weekend then.
Yeah, we can.
Yes! That sounds good. Right, JT? Come forward now. We're going to do some work this morning. I am so excited, super excited this morning. Guess why?
Right.
We had some rain, and when we have rain, it is a good time for
Planting.
yeah. So we're going to do some planting this morning. Alright, so as usual, we're going to have to
You want to pick okra?
we're reaping these. You know to pick okra though, JT?
Nope.
Are you serious? Come and let me show you this morning. Alright, so all you need to do is hold the okra. Right, just hold the okra and take it all the way down here. You're good to go. Alright, so you go ahead now.
Which one? You want the other side?
We're going to pick all of them, man. Pick them, we're going to pick them for eating.
Like this.
Come on, man, knock like a man.
I don't want to break the whole tree.
Alright, come, pull the other one now and pick it like a man. Hold the next one and now damage the flowers. And it sounds domineering, right? Come on, hold the other one and let's get going. You have to learn how to manipulate things on the farm. Yes, good. The another one there. Let us get in. Some of them could stay a little longer, like these two. But sometimes when I don't pick them at the same time, a day pass by and then I lose all of them because they quickly get hard and not able to be cooked. Or they get old, they are not young and brittle, and so sometimes I just pick them the same. Alright, so this morning we are going to do some planting. So we're going to plant corn, JT. We're going to plant some peanuts, and of course my neighbor gave me some beans and I'm going to be trying those, and he has also given me some sorrel. I don't know, I get to understand you have a sorrel. I get to understand that you have a 3-month sorrel and a 6-month sorrel. I don't know which one this is, but we're going to be planting some sorrel. We're going to be planting these beans, and of course we're going to plant some corns. We don't have a whole lot of area to plant, so we don't need no more than this amount, and we're going to plant the peanuts. But before we do that, JT, I was checking the vegetables just now and I realized that worms are going in the cabbage, so we are going to use some of our potash or wood ash to put on the cabbage. Alright, I'm going to show you how that is done, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the benefit of using the wood ash or the potash and the plants. Alright, so you want to grab it for me, please?
Yeah.
What we're going to do now is we're going to use the potash to put on the cabbage, so that it prevents the pests, like worms and other insect that is affecting them. What I particularly notice is that underneath the leaves there are some white substances, and that is why I'm going to use as a matter of fact, some white insects. You notice one of them just fly just now, JT?
Yeah.
You have some white insect underneath, and I don't know the whole rationale behind what happens, but what you find is that you find worms eating on the cabbage. Here is one. You can see where a worm has started eating on it, and that is why I've been using the potash from the other day. But I just want to show you how to use it on the plants, right? You don't have to worry about it actually getting onto the leaves, because as soon as water gets on it, it washes it off. And that is why it's good to use the potash in Jamaica, we call it ashes. Ashes. Alright, there are some words I can't call it, so it's ashes. And we are going to use the potash.
And this is from coal, right?
Yeah, it's just wood that has
Been burned.
JT, seriously?
I have to say for the people who don't know.
Yes, alright. Let me say it for the people who don't know. So this is wood that was burnt out, and we're going to use it. So that's why it is called. Now you know what potash means, JT?
No, what is it?
Alright, so potash is potassium. Now plants need different elements, or there are different elements in the soil, and three of the major ones that plants need.
I remember nitrogen from in grade 8.
Alright, good. So they need nitrogen. What else they need?
The potassium.
Potassium. And what's the last one? Starts with a P? Phosphorus. Okay.
Yes.
So there are other mineral or other elements that are in the soil, but those are the three major ones that plants need. Okay. So this morning now, I'm going to show you how to use the potash. So when we send you come do it, you get it right. Okay. Now, one note of precaution is that normally when you're going to use it, because it is dusty, it's important that you put on a mask or cover your nose so that you don't cause any harm to yourself, okay? Because you know dust can be harmful, especially if you have sinusitis or otherwise. But because I'm going to be talking and explaining to you,
Can't wear the mask.
I can't wear the mask, but I'm just going to show you how I apply it, okay? Alright, so we can start with anyone here, and I'm just going to use my... Alright, JT?
Alright.
So, I normally like to start under here because this is where the insects, yes, this is where they like to go and hide, and then the worms start to eat away and the vegetable. So basically what I'm doing is just covering the leaves, and something that I should point out to you is that one farming practice that is done in Jamaica and other parts of the world too is slash and burn farming. You remember what is slash and burn farming, JT? No. Alright, slash and burn is when people cut down trees and then they burn them. Now what you find happen with slash and burn is that although it is a dangerous practice, there is also a benefit for it, of that practice. Because what actually happens is that, oh, but I'm doing all of them and I don't. Well, I'm going to do one first, and then sometimes I just get carried away, and then I'm going to let you do another. Alright? Yeah. Now, as I was explaining to you about slash and burn farming method of clearing or preparing land, what that does is it's an easy, quick way, but there's a negative aspect to that, because you know when you burn some of the
nutrients from the earth is destroyed, right?
Well, it's not that the nutrients are destroyed, but the animals that are in the earth, which serve a very vital purpose to the whole farming process or the whole process of the soil, some of them are killed in the process, right?
Oh yeah, like earthworms.
Yes man, worms are killed, and other animals that serve they are essential to plant rearing or to the soil.
Yeah.
So as I was saying now, with the slash and burn, one benefit of it is that normally the ashes that is formed from burning the trees and so, it serves as fertilizer. Okay? Because as I said, it's the same as potash, right? The potassium is in the ashes, and that's a very useful or vital mineral for
the growing of plants. Yeah.
But as I said to you too, that it's a harmful practice, because not only that we are damaging the environment and we are damaging the habitat of animals, but we are also killing some of them in the process. Okay? So you know, Mr. JT, you're going to take one. I don't know which one you want to take, and let me see you administer the potash underneath. Okay, because what our objective is to take these cabbage to maturity without having worms eating into them. We want them to look really attractive, free of worms, and just healthy, because the potash, as you know, also has nutritional property. By the way, you have any idea what are some of the benefits of using the potash?
Yeah, it started coming back to me. In grade 8, I learned that the potassium actually give the plants a better taste, like the fruit, yes, and that it kind of helps it to grow bigger, help the plants to grow bigger. Yes, that's what I remember for right now.
For right now.
Yeah.
Alright, that's good enough. Alright, so let me see you get into it. You have to position yourself properly now, do you know? No man, that one done already. You need to choose one for yourself. Go right up there, so I take that one up there, so.
Oh, that
while
one's
I'll work
big.
down here.
Let me just bring this a little closer.
So you don't need to go so close, and don't use it too heavy. You don't need to use it too heavy, because we're going to be needing it to use more than once. So just select a leaf and dust on it. No man, you're going too close. Let me show you again. So you just need to take it, and you just need to dust on it like that. Alright? Just dust it onto it like that. So if you use it too heavy, you're going to be wasting it. You won't be able to complete your task. So just like that. Okay? So go underneath the other one now, please.
Alright. The same one, right?
Yes, man. Don't careful not to break the leaf now.
Alright.
You have to go a little closer now. Remember not to inhale the dust. I am going to be planting some of the peanuts. I want to plant the peanuts right in that area here. We don't have a lot of places, so we're just going to plant the peanuts here. Two, what I'm going to do is to plant the corn alongside the edges, the corn and the sorrel alongside the edges. Okay? And so we're going to plant the peanut, some corns, and sorry. So what we're going to do this morning is just this little area here, so
Yes, ma'am.
we're going to plant some peanuts in there. Alright, so we're just going to use the hoe. You don't know if you use the hoe, don't you? You know if you use hoe? Try with me, see. You must watch your daddy use hoe all the time.
So what am I supposed to dig up the place again? Alright.
No, you're going to actually turn around and cut it go down.
Oh, so turn this way?
Cut it go down. Alright, so
Continue.
let me show you, let me demonstrate to you what is supposed to happen. Alright?
Yes.
Now, before you came up here, you
Yes.
actually planted some corn, some peanuts already.
Yes.
Alright, right here. So you want to stand at an angle that will allow you to manipulate the hoe properly and get the best results. Okay?
Yes,
so we don't want to start there and just cut all the way down here. So we're going to start from here going up. Right? There is no hard and fast rule as to how it is done, but I want you to watch the pattern. Alright, watch the pattern. Alright, so we can use the cutlass to cut up that afterwards. Alright, so pretty much this is the little area where we're going to plant some peanuts, because we don't have a lot of space. So we're just going to plant some peanuts right in here. And so it is all ready. Let me get the peanuts. And as usual, you just dig the hole, drop the peanuts in. You want to put a little space between them, probably a 6 inches space, 4 to 6 inches space between them. because remember the peanuts are grown underneath, and you want to leave enough space that they can send up the roots and grow and the peanuts are grown under there with adequate spacing. Alright, so alright, Sir JT, you want to come now and do the honors? Just leave start and try them in a row. Right. And what you're going to do is leave like 4 to 6 inches between each set that you plant. Put 2 there. Yeah.
Here.
JT, holy cutlass. No, Jesus Christ. Holy Just drop them 2 just a little apart from each other. 1 to the right, 1 to the left. My goodness, it's as if the rain didn't fall any at all. This earth is so tough.
It's custom soil, you know.
1 here, 1 here. Alright, let's put come here JT, put 2 here for me. 1 here, 1 here. Good. Alright JT, so guess what happened? When I came out this morning I was so excited. I don't know if you can look at the corns and tell me if you notice anything. Anything happening with the corns?
Not sure.
You're not sure? Alright, so once we see this happening here,
Yes.
it signals that
The wasp will become. I'm joking.
alright, so
Yeah.
once we see that, we signal that we are going to be getting fruit, and in a short while, because it's the flower really, and if you know about the whole process of pollination, which we will not go into, you know that this is the fruit that is coming up, and this tells us that in a matter of weeks we will have corn. So I'm excited once it has gotten, and why I feel exceptionally good about seeing these young corns on the stalk is the fact that this area here was badly affected by worms, and I use some organic material, eucalyptus oil, baking soda and a little dish liquid to treat them, and they were able to bounce back, and now we see we are going to get corns from it. So I'm excited about that. I thought I might just show it to you, okay?
Alright.
So what you find most times when I come and I'm examining the vegetables, this is normally what draws my attention. You see
The bulge.
the bulge. There's a bulge, and it always draws my attention to look underneath the plants, because it tells me that fungus is attacking them, right? If you turn over, you notice you see this white fungus here.
Oh.
Right, and it's here on this one also. So what I normally do is I use hydrogen peroxide and water and a little dish liquid in a spray bottle, or put it in the spray pan if it's a lot of them, and spray it on them, because I don't want to use any
Harmful chemicals.
right. I don't want to use anything like that. So this is what we use. Alright. So normally when you go through, once you see that bulge, you see it on this one too. I bet if I break this leaf and look at it, you see they are there, and it's because they're not sprayed. So you'll find that the fungus will take it up like that. Alright. So we want to get rid of these leaves now, that they don't affect the other plants. If you don't have a lot of space, you just have to always assess the environment and see how best you can utilize the space that is available. Now we want to have corns to eat after those are reaped. So we want to put in some now, so that
By the time they're ready, we can get some to start growing.
exactly.
Yeah.
Now what do you think is the best way for me to plant corn? This area, general area here, has tomatoes in them. Right? This general area has tomatoes in it. Tell me how you think I could plant the corns to make them coexist with the tomato.
The tomatoes are here, and this is the walkway. So I'd say the edge.
Okay, so we can plant them along the edges, right? Totally agree with you. So we're going to plant them along the edges here, right around the edge. And if you notice, this is to the end of the field, so when they come up, they won't be affecting anybody really. So you're going to drop 2, or rather put 3 there. Put them away from each other. Put another one here. Alright, good. So that is one. Oh no, what I normally do is use a stone to mark where I put it, so because they have to be watered, because we're not getting any rain and they have to be watered. So I normally use a piece of stick to indicate that I've planted a corn there. Right? So when I'm watering, I know exactly where to water, so that I don't waste the water just wetting everywhere arbitrarily. Okay? So we're going to plant one here. Where do you think we should plant another one? Go here.
Yeah.
So let's go. Very good. Alrighty. So we're going to use a piece of stick, as I said, to indicate, and we're going to do that right along there. Okay? Alright, JT, so I am tired. What about you?
More tired.
Alright, so basically, we have accomplished a lot this morning. I can see you sweating. You're bursting some sweat, so you don't need to go do much exercise again. So we have accomplished a lot. So we started off with using the potash.
Yeah.
What else did we do?
We planted some peanuts.
Very good. We prepared the land and planted the peanuts here. And
we planted some corns along the edges right here.
okay, so that's basically our routine. I mean, not our routine. So that's basically what we did this morning, and that's a lot for today. Okay. Tomorrow we are going to transplant some seedlings. So thank you very much, JT, for coming along and helping me. I appreciate that. I'm sure you have learned a thing or two. You learn how to hold the cutlass, right? And you also learn how to use the hoe. So you need to understand that you can benefit a lot, and it's, as a parent, it's my responsibility to ensure that I transfer what I know to you, because what I am doing is what other persons, my parents and other local farmers, transfer to me, and I have to pass it on to you.